Quick question. What are you doing tonight? Be honest. If the answer is the couch, the same 3 apps, and a show you are not even watching, imagine something for a second. Imagine you could go out tonight with 3 amazing friends. A few beers, stupid jokes, maybe Disneyland. I bet that night would beat whatever you actually have planned. And here is the uncomfortable part. Tonight is not the exception. It is the pattern. The good news, patterns can be rebuilt. 5 habits. That is the whole video. And number 4 is both the most boring and the most powerful. Habit 1. Schedule fun. Twice a week. And treat it like a meeting you cannot cancel. Think about it. When you were a kid, fun was the default setting. You played games. You rang doorbells and ran. You played football until it got dark, and you were silly for no reason at all. Nobody scheduled that. It was just what life was for. Then somewhere between your first job and your last birthday, fun became a reward you have to earn. You optimized your mornings, your inbox, your sleep score, and quietly deleted the one thing that made all of it worth anything. So here is the fix, and it sounds almost too simple. Put fun in the calendar. Twice a week. Game night. 5-a-side football. Bowling, badly. A ridiculous board game. Karaoke you will regret. It does not need to be productive. That is the entire point. Fun is not a distraction from a good life. It is the engine of one. And you will notice it within 2 weeks. Work, sleep, even discipline get easier when there is something on the calendar to look forward to. Habit 2. Steal your dead time back. Your day leaks. 10 minutes waiting for the kettle. 15 in a queue. 20 on the train. 5 between meetings. Nobody plans to scroll for 90 minutes a day. It happens in the gaps. Now, I'm not going to tell you to stare at a wall and breathe. Keep your phone. Just change what it feeds you. I built an app for exactly this. It is called NerdSip. Open it in a gap, and instead of the feed, you get a bite-sized course. Roman engineering. How interest rates work. Why your brain forgets things. Swipe through the cards. Take the quiz. Done. 2 minutes or 20. It fits whatever gap you have. You can even press play, and it reads to you like a podcast while you walk. Same phone. Same gaps. Except at the end of the month, you actually know things, instead of having watched 1,000 strangers dance. Dead time is the cheapest self-improvement there is, because it costs you nothing you were really using. Habit 3. Lift something heavy 2 or 3 times a week. Muscle is not about the mirror. After 30, you can lose muscle every decade you do nothing, and with it goes your metabolism, your joints, your posture, and eventually your independence. Strength training is the closest thing we have to a longevity drug. It builds bone density, it regulates blood sugar, and it is one of the most reliable mood lifters ever tested, no prescription needed. And you do not need a perfect program. 2 sessions a week. Squat something, push something, pull something. Add a little weight over time. That is the entire system. In 6 months, you move differently. In 6 years, you are a different person on a different trajectory. Habit 4. Eat clean. I know. Boring. No secret. No hack. No superfood. And still, by far the most powerful habit on this list. Food is the only habit that touches everything at once. Your energy, your sleep, your skin, your mood, your focus, and your future medical bills. You already know what clean means. Things your grandmother would recognize as food. Protein, vegetables, fruit, water. Mostly stuff that does not have an ingredient list. Do not aim for perfect. Aim for 4 dinners a week that you cooked yourself, and watch what happens to every other habit on this list. Eating clean is boring the same way compound interest is boring. Quietly, it makes you rich. Habit 5. 1 real connection a day. Not likes. Not replying to a story with a fire emoji. 1 message that says, thinking of you. When are we doing something? 1 call on the walk home. 1 plan that actually lands in the calendar, which, conveniently, is exactly what habit 1 needs. The longest-running study on human happiness, over 80 years at Harvard, keeps arriving at the same answer. The quality of your relationships is the quality of your life. It beats money. It beats fame. It even beats your workout routine. Your friendships are infrastructure. Maintain them like it. So here is the whole video. Fun, twice a week, in the calendar like it matters, because it does. Dead time turned into knowledge. Something heavy, twice a week. Food your grandmother would recognize. And 1 real human connection a day. Notice what is missing. Nothing here needs a 5 a.m. alarm or a 20-step routine. These 5 run on structure, not willpower. So start with habit 1, tonight. Text 3 friends. Pick a night this week, and plan something gloriously stupid. And if you want the dead time habit, NerdSip is free to start. The link is in the description. Subscribe if this earned it. Now go plan tonight.